How's it going? How you doing? I think I'm live. I'm not sure. I would like to think I'm live. I'm not sure. So you got to let me know if I'm live right now. Well, I know I'm alive, but I don't know if I'm live on Facebook yet. But I guess I'll know in just a little bit. I'm trying to reach out to all you beautiful people. So the one beautiful person that's on right now, I see number one. You're number one. Are you on? Can you let me know, Veronica? Veronica, let me know. Am I on your Facebook or is this live stream? Because I think I have them on both, but I'm not sure because I'm not up with all this technology. Uh, Holly, let me know. Do me a favor, Holly or Veronica. Let me know if you see me on your Facebook or is it live stream? Oh, it is Facebook. Good. Then I don't have to. Yes, you're on live on Facebook. Cool. I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy cat. Actually, I think I got both. That's really cool. So I feel like this, unfortunately, Mona Lisa can't join me tonight. So I'm going to be a one man show. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I was going to use my phone just in case. I have my phone set up just in case if this wasn't working. But now that it's working, I got some really incredible information that I want to share with you. Um, you know, unfortunately, I went to a viewing today. It's a friend of mine. I don't think I've seen him actually since high school, but one of my other high school friends told me that our friend Pat passed, and you know, uh, and I thought it was actually someone else who passed, and it turned out to be someone else because they have similar names. But when I saw him, nobody knew me in the room. And I was only there for a little bit, but I paid my respects and I wished him well. And I do this when I go to funeral parlors. Hey, I'm a medium. I talk to dead people. What can I tell you? And I was talking to him and I'm wishing him well. And I'm thinking, I said, do you have a message for me? Or is there anything that I could say to anybody or whatever? And the message that I got when I was standing in front of the casket, he said to me, no one ever gets away with anything. And I said, wow, that's a pretty powerful message. That's a pretty deep message. A lot of times, we kind of logically know that. But for some reason, of all things, for him to say, I haven't seen him in over 30 years, maybe more than that, probably over 40 years, no exaggeration, unless if I saw him at a high school reunion, which I don't specifically remember. But yeah, and I'm standing there, and there was a voice in my head clearly said, no one gets away with anything. And I thought that was a pretty profound message. So for everyone who's just joining in right now, I was just saying that I just went to a funeral, to pay my last respects to a high school friend of mine. And so here I am. I'm thinking about time, because this is a fellow who's the same age as me, and he's gone. I'm here, and I'm, thank you, God, for giving me the blessings of health for me to still be here. And so, time is nothing more than a perception. Time is nothing more than a perception. And I'll give you an understanding. I was thinking about this. So when you look ahead, if I was to say to you right now, for all of you who might be saying, hey, Artie, do you see anybody coming into my life right now? If I was to say to you, I said, yeah, I see the person coming, the love of your life is going to come to you 5 years from now. You would say, oh my God, that long. Or even if I said to you 3 years from now, if I told you 7 years from now, you'd say, oh my God, that seems like eternity. It's interesting because if you look at the people who have passed away, say maybe 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it does not seem that long. My mom passed away 13 years ago, and it only seems like a few years ago that my mom passed. I mean, granted, she always, lets me know that she's around me. I'm hoping that I don't see things flying around my living room right now, but I don't think my mom would do that to me. Who knows? Maybe some other spirits around here will, but not my mom. She shows me messages like I know you get messages, um, like in all different ways, the pennies and the dimes and the cardinals and the butterflies. And I know some of you have tattoos of butterflies on you right now in regards to your loved ones. Um, and hello, Diane and Judy and Jamie and Georgette and Lisa and Lori and Krista, all you beautiful people. Let me know where you're from, what city, what state, what country. Always like to know where you're from. So I'm going to share with you right after. You have to hang on because I have the most beautiful post. I just sent it to my assistant. I have the most beautiful post, deep post that I've written in a very long time. But my hot water is running for my tea. So you got to give me just a few seconds. I'm going to grab my hot tea. I'm going to come right back. So please don't go away. Okay, I'll be right there. Thank you very much for waiting and for being patient. So I'm going to share with you this post that I wrote. It comes from me. All right. I wrote it, but to be honest with you, I almost feel bad for taking credit for it because I strongly believe that my angels, um, the Holy Spirit, I feel like they really, really speak through me, which is why I'm able to tell you about the past, present, and the future, because they give me this information or I'm communicating to your loved one. I know stuff. I try to be here as quick as I can. Thank you very much. So, in any case, wow, we got Scotland in the house. So cool, so cool. And we have Jersey in the house. That's really cool. So I feel very privileged and very blessed for all of you joining in on my Facebook Live, regardless of where you're from. It could be from Pittsburgh, Florida, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Scotland, Ireland, and all you other beautiful people. So this is a post that I wrote that I want to share with you that I really feel like you're going to appreciate. And I will start reading, I will be answering your questions in just a little bit, but I want to share with you some things that I think are really cool. So here it goes. Your life choices are like an Etch-a-Sketch game. Do you remember the Etch-a-Sketch game? You would do this, with the little board and you create the pictures and stuff. I know a lot of you young people don't know what Etch-a-Sketch is, so you're going to have to Google it. Your life choices are like an Etch-a-Sketch game. If you don't like the pictures of what you have created for yourself based on your choices, then just shake it off and start again. You can start creating new and different pictures in your life of whatever it is you wish to see and experience. God gave you free will. It's all in your hands. So that's the post that you'll be seeing within the next day or two. That, I put up new posts every day, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. So, but that came to me today and I wanted to share it with you. So, and I'm going to be going over every single astrology sign today and tell you what to expect for the week. When I say every single one, I'm talking every single one, all 55 of them. I know there's 12. When they say, what are you talking about, 55? There's only 12. You want to know something? This is really funny. I got to share with you a funny moment from the Honeymooners. Ed Norton, which is Ralph Cramden's best friend on the Honeymooners. So Ralph Cramden was joining in to be on this game show. And so and Ralph lost on the game show. He couldn't come up with the answer from the music, whatever it was, Swanee River, whatever. It was really funny. So anyway, so Norton is trying to tell Ralph that the game shows are all fixed. And he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "How do you know that?" He goes, "I was on a game show." He goes, "Well, what happened?" He goes, "They asked us to name all the states of the United States." He goes, "I named 55 of them, and some other guy named only 50 of them, and he won." I thought that was hysterical. If you're into the old time honeymooner humor. So, all right, let me see, Sharon. Let me see if I could call upon Francis. That was the first one that I saw. Unfortunately, I don't have my Mona Lisa with me. She had family coming in. I don't know if they're from out of state or not, but she has family coming in. She wasn't able to make it. She just told me in the 11th hour. I'm going to spank her later. Hey, Lydia, how are you? So, hey, how did you, Lydia? I read for your family members. So let me know what they said, what they think of the reading. I think every single thing I said out of my mouth was right on, if I'm not mistaken. So let me know what city, what state, what country you're from. Francis, calling you Francis on behalf of your wonderful wife. Let's see. Let me see right here, Francis. I don't know why he's showing me 2222. Now, also understand when I'm reading somebody's question, even though it might not be your question, if you could relate to what I'm saying, then these messages are also for you. But he keeps on showing me how significant the number 2 is or number 22 is. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Let's see. And he's telling me to tell you, he says, honey, you're really not lost. He said, just because you don't have what you want, it doesn't mean that you're lost. You might be a little confused. He goes, but sweetheart, you're not lost. He says, just focus. All right. He says, just focus and pay attention to your thoughts and dreams. And he said, stop worrying about everybody else and do what feels right for you. And this is what your husband is saying. Now, what's really interesting that the people on the other side, we're worried about the people on the other side, the people who have passed away. And the thing is like you have nothing to worry about with the people who have passed away. You could miss them. We miss our loved ones when they pass away. But to worry about them is foolish because they're doing a lot better than us. And if anything, they're more concerned about us than we are about them because we're the ones that are here. Now, understand this little nursery rhyme, which you probably didn't put 2 and 2 together. Now, when you cross over, when the time comes and you die, it's almost like you woke up from a dream. Literally, you woke up from a dream. It's like, oh my God, over there is when you're actually living. All of this life that we're doing right now is but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You probably never thought of that, or most of you never thought of that, but that's the truth. This life we're living right now is just a dream. So whether you live 50, 60, 80 years, 100 years, when you cross over to the other side, you go, oh my God, that's it? Oh my God, that went by so fast. So just like I said to you before, the people who have passed away maybe 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 13 years ago, it seems like they just passed away. My mom passed away 13 years ago. I feel like she just passed away a few years ago, 3, 4 years ago. It doesn't seem like it's been 13 years. And my dad, the same. He's been, passed for years. And it seems like I was just with them. So when you're judging time based on the past, time goes by in a blink. But our impatience, because we're so impatient as people, that when we think ahead, like, oh my God, it's, you're telling me that I'm not going to make my fortunes until like 3 years from now or 5 years from now. I'm not going to find my loved life or my loved one for like 3, 5 years from now. Are you kidding me? It's like, I have to wait that long. So time and all of life is nothing more than a perception. It's just really interesting. I just want to share that with you. So Chrissy, let's see, you have an interview Wednesday. Let's see if you're going to get the job. Give me the phone number. I'll put a little good word in for you. I'll see if what we can do for you. Let's see. Chrissy, are you going to get the job? Hell yeah. According to these cards, you already got the job. As a matter of fact, you walk in there tomorrow all dressed up and just say, thank you very much. You don't even have to say a little birdie told you. Just say Artie told me. Artie says I got the job. So anyway, that's what I feel. I really feel like you got the job. So I feel pretty good. I really do. Chrissy, did she have the job? I'm going to look at these other cards. Does she have the job? Yeah, celebration. Yeah, I really feel like you got the. Put it this way. Any answers that I give to anybody, and people give me a lot of credit, sometimes too much credit for being right about the future, about the outcomes. And I got to tell you, the only reason why I know what I know, if you've seen the movie Ghost, I have a Patrick Swayze on the other side, and he's the one who gives me all the answers. I mean, yeah, I'm Whoopi Goldberg, just not with the raspy voice, if you know what I'm talking about, But yeah, I just learned to channel the other side, and they give me the answers. Now, it's interesting. I'm going to share with you an interesting story before I read for some more people. Hey, Dee, how you doing, hon? So I'm going to read for you. I'm going to tell you an interesting story. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Yeah, I decided I'm going to tell you this story. And this is all about blind faith. And when you lose your loved ones, your faith is being tested. You're not being cursed. You're not being damned, but your faith is being tested. So, and I'm going to tell you a very strong, important story right now. What I mean by that. There was a woman that came in to see me, and she showed me a picture of her boyfriend. And she says, Art, do you see us lasting a long time? And I said to her, I says, yeah, you guys are going to last for you. You have nothing to worry about. Don't stress out. Everything's going to go great. Everything's going to be wonderful. She goes, all right, cool. She sees me about, I don't know, a couple years later, year later, 2 years later, whatever. And now I honestly didn't remember reading her. I don't remember what I say to people. I don't remember most of the people who I read for. So she showed me a picture of her boyfriend, and she says, Art, I just want you to know, you told me that me and my boyfriend, we were going to last a lifetime together, that we had many, many years ahead of us. And he died 6 months after that reading. She goes, what happened? Now, in that moment, not only was I mortified, I was embarrassed. I felt humiliated, not by what she said. She wasn't, being a jerk to me. She actually came back to me, for a reading to find out what's what or why. And I felt as a reader, and I consider myself to be very professional. I felt absolutely horrible. And I was very angry. I was very angry at the angels for giving me that answer. And I'm looking at her, and I sat in silence, and I said, give me a few moments. And I sat in silence looking at her and looking at the picture. And I'm communicating while I'm looking at her, I'm communicating to the angels on the other side. And I said, why did you give me that answer? I asked you for the truth. And I said, why did you give me that answer that they were going to last for years? And the guy died like 6 months later. And I sat there in silence for a couple of minutes, and I got my answer. So I said to her, how was, from the time you saw me to the time he passed away, I said, what was your relationship like? How was your relationship together? Like, how did you enjoy your relationship, or you didn't? Or you didn't? She goes, Artie, it was amazing. Those 6 months, that from the time I saw you to the time he died. She says, we laughed every day. We had sex almost every day. We made love every day. I mean, we went out a lot. It was the greatest. And then I said to her, if I told you he only had 6 months to live, how would you feel? She goes, I'd probably be a nervous wreck and I'd be crying every single day. She goes, I'd be miserable. I said, so for the last 6 months of his life, would you have rather have had what you had with him, all the good times, all the great making love, all those special moments that you had for those last 6 months? Would you have rather have known the truth, or would you rather not know? And she said, I get it. Now, I wasn't giving her the answers coming from me. This wasn't a cop out. But I was so angry. I really was in the moment. I was so disappointed and angry that I didn't give her the correct answer at that time. But she wasn't meant to know that answer, because she would have had the most miserable 6 months of her life, knowing that her boyfriend was going to die. And how he died, he was a, whatchamacallit, like a daredevil. There's a word for that I want to use. But there's a word for it, I forgot. But he was like a daredevil and liked to do wild things, with the motorcycles and the car. But anyway, he ended up getting killed in one of his stunts or things that he was doing, and he died 6 months later. And but I thought that was a very, very profound answer to give to her, so that she had understanding, and it gave me understanding too. So a lot of times when you think you want to know the truth, or you think you want to know everything from God, you're actually being protected, because you think you want to know what you want to know. And if you knew everything in advance, what you would be changing a lot of dynamics that were meant to be. So, or a lot of times when you think you want a relationship, or you wanted that job, or you wanted that investment, and you wanted it so bad in that moment, and for some reason it was held off. And then as the months grew on, or as the years went on, a course of events happened during that time. And you say, oh my God, thank God I didn't get what I said I wanted in that time. So it's amazing how God and the angels protect our ass when we think we want to know something, or that we want something and we end up not getting it. So there's a reason. Or when you want to go someplace really fast, you want to get there as soon as possible, and you're being delayed. This happened to me the last couple of weeks. A few times I was trying to get someplace really fast, and I was being delayed, and I got delayed more, and I got delayed more. For all I know, God could have been saving me from a major car accident, or something, whatever. But there's a reason for the delays in our life. And even though we don't appreciate it in the moment, but there really is a divine reason. And that all, again, has to do with blind faith. So, Randy, so from the night at Trevi, you're nervous. You asked me if I have a burglar alarm. So Randy, rather than being nervous, just get the burglar alarm. All right. So I'm protecting your ass. So be glad that I said that, because if you don't get it, and God forbid that you get broken into or whatnot, you say, oh, I should have listened to Artie. Don't go with, I should have listened to Artie. If that's the message that I got to give to you, then that's something that you should do. And make sure your windows are locked when you're out of the house. Make sure your door is locked when you're out of the house. You just got to protect your ass. And I got to share with you a story only because you said that. A lady, and I've said this story many a time. So for all of you who've already heard this story before, I apologize. But here's where it goes. All right. A lady walks into my place, and she's covered with tattoos from her neck all the way around her body, all the way down to her feet, her toes, her hand, everywhere she had tattoos. And she said to me, she says, Artie, I've been thinking about you every single day for the last 2 years. All right. A little nervous, but flattered at the same time. And I laughed a little bit. And I said, all right, why were you thinking about me every single day for the last 2 years? She said, we sat down in your kitchen right here when I went to get for a reading 2 years ago, and you held my hand. And as soon as you held my hand, you started playing that song by AC/DC, Highway to Hell. I'm going to Highway to Hell. And after you sang a little bit of that song, you looked at me and you said, if I'm doing something I should not be doing right now. And you told me that if I don't stop, I'm going to get caught and get thrown in jail. She goes, 2 weeks after that reading, I was doing something I should not have been doing. And I got caught. And I ended up going to jail for 2 years. And every single day I woke up and I said to myself, why didn't I listen to Artie? Why didn't I listen to Artie? Now, I'm not saying that I'm God. All right. I'm not saying, oh, Lori, you listened. Great. I don't know what the hell I said, but I'm glad you listened. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right. So, yeah. So anyway, so when I say something, it's a form of protection. Now, I'm not God, and when I make predictions of the future, I assume they're right. All right. Am I always right? No. No psychic, no matter how great you are. Thank you very much. No, but no psychic, no medium is ever 100%. The greatest ones in the whole world or the universe or whatever. They're not, because things could change. And I just got finished explaining to my friend Sky, Sky, the one who I do the show with every other week, this show. And I said to her, there's what's known as psychic probabilities. What I mean by psychic probabilities, not everything is written in stone. There are certain things that are written in stone, all right? But when somebody asks me a question, my answer might not be black and white. My answer might be, well, if you go here, this is what you could expect. And if you go over there, this is what you could expect. And if you do this over here, this is what you could expect. And if you go back there, that's what you could expect. And people a lot of times will say to me, well, Artie, what do you see me doing? And my answer is, I don't know. I could only tell you what I would do if I was in your position, because this is the right answer. But God gives you free will, and your ego is stronger than your soul. So if you really want what you want and you're doing what you say you want to do, that's where you're going to go, because you want to test the waters. And sometimes you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from your actions. Listen, growing up, I knew everything. That was my attitude. I knew everything. As a teenager, growing up as a young fella, I knew everything. That was my attitude, and that's how a lot of young kids are. There was a bumper sticker that I thought was really funny, and it said, hire a teenager while they still know everything. And it's the truth. It's the truth. When they're young, they think they know everything. The interesting thing is, with all the brilliant scientists of the world and all the philosophers of the world, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And that's what's so interesting about life, because there is so much in the world that we just don't know. We think we know everything. We like to think we know everything, but guess what? We don't know everything. You might know a lot of things, but you don't know everything. And that's the truth. Your Honor, that's the truth. All righty. Well, thank you, Susie. I greatly appreciate it. My friend is on the line. Cool. So if you want me to answer your questions, because in a moment I'm going to start doing all the astrology signs for the week. But if you want me to answer your questions, you got to be very specific and detailed. Don't ask me for a reading, because I'm not going to read you. If you want me to connect to a loved one, I want to know the name and I want to know how they're related to you. And unfortunately, if it was a child, I want to know how old they were. Okay, their name, how they're related, and how old they were. Watch out for scammers, people. There are people using my profile pretending to be me. They're going to reach out to you before the show, during the show, and after the show, and they're going to pretend to be me. If it's really me, all right, you could talk to me, all right? My number is 732-778-7173. If you want a private reading, I'll give you a detailed private reading. We could do a session. I'll explain to you my rates and everything. But the scammers will only message you. They will not verbally talk to you or FaceTime you. I will. You know why? Because I'm the real deal. They're not. The scammers are scammers. They're low life. They're riding on other people's coattails. So please be very careful. Even when they use my profile, it's going to seem like it's me, but it's not me. So be careful. But like I said, if it's really me and if I'm reaching out to you through Instagram or any other form of social media, you can talk to me. And when you talk to the scammers, say, I want to talk to you. And if they say, no, I can't, or I could only message you, or my phone is broken, that's a bunch of bull crap. So I'm just letting you know. What have we got here? I would like to hear something from my best friend, Mike. All right. Let me see what I get from him. Mike. Oh, wow. He's like a hell. He's like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like he was a strong support system of you. And there's something that you're doing now, or something that I don't know if you're starting a new business, or there's something new that you want to go after or purchase. Or he's going, hell yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. That's what I keep on getting from him. And I see him going like this a lot, with his hair when he does that. So I don't know if he always used to do that. Um, he says, do whatever the F you want. And I see him very enthusiastic in the way that he's talking to you. And I'm hearing the phrase, and I use this phrase, but I'm hearing it from him. So I don't know if this is you or him, but I'm hearing the phrase cool beans, like everything's cool beans. Let's see. What else am I getting here? So I need to know the name of the person who you want me to reach, if you want me to reach them. Now, when I'm giving specific messages to people, even though it's not your question, if you could relate to it, then yes, this message is also for you too. I'm just saying. All right, Beth, your grandma Ada. Let's see if she can pull through for us. Roses. I feel like she was a big fan of roses. Did she used to have the rose spray? And let me know that, yes or no. And I'm not afraid to be wrong. But like I said, what I'm picking up on, I feel like I'm right because I just heard roses are red, my love, violets are blue. Da, da, da. Or was she a big fan of Bobby Vinton? Because that's how it's coming across. So you might be smelling the scent of roses, or she had a rose garden or a rose bush, or there's something. Yes, yes. Oh, really cool, Beth. That's what I'm getting. She just told me to tell you how much she loves you and she's very proud of you. And she said, and I feel like one of you are deathly afraid of mice or spiders. And she goes, you're much taller than them. You're much bigger than them. Don't be afraid of them. And she's kind of laughing. Um, Oh, pizza, pizza, pizza. Someone's really, really big into pizza. You always had pizza like 2, 3 times a week, or every Friday night or Saturday night. You always had pizza with them, but pizza was at least once a week. But pizza was like your favorite food, and you had cold pizza the next day thereafter too. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Or you just had it tonight. I had it, but this reading isn't about me. It's all about you guys. All right. So right now I am going to start working on the astrology signs. And I'm based on your astrology sign, I'm going to tell you what to expect. All right. Because this is what I do, baby. So I just want everyone to know, like, if you want to have an Artie party, if you would like me to be at your place, if you want me to read for you and your friends and family, give me a call. I also do fundraisers too, besides parties and all kinds of stuff. I'm a wedding at weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs, just so you know, and bridal showers and what's that? Bachelorette parties. I've done a few of those. So give me a call, 732-778-7173. And I'm also going to be or you could email me at artiehoffman@gmail, or you could message me. But you're really going to be surprised on how detailed the readings get. And you're allowed to record the sessions. And I will give you a discounted rate. And I do half hour, 45 minutes, an hour. And I will give you a discounted rate if you mention that you saw me on the Facebook Live. And that's what it's all about. So, well, thank you, Patty. I take that as a compliment that I'm nuts. Of course, I'm nuts. I'm crazy, baby. My favorite character in the whole world is Austin Powers and Dudley Moore in the movie Arthur. God, I hate when that happens. Let's see. Let's see. Mindy Steffens, what does 68 represent? I don't know why you said 68. I know what 69 means, but 68, I don't know. All right, let's see. For Capricorns, for all the Capricorns out there, Capricorns for the week, what could you expect for the week? Capricorns. You're hoping for something or someone to pull together. All right. And I'm getting that you just need to have blind faith. You need to invest in time. All right. You need to do what you need to do in the now while you're waiting to get what you say you want. Because right now uh you've been very impatient. Shame on you. You've been very impatient. And so the universe is telling you is that you need to be patient and things are going to work out. But you need to be patient. And so that and things are going to come together. Now it might not come together exactly the way you want. Some of it will and some of it won't. But be patient this week and just do what you got to do. Stop putting way too much energy into someone else. One of the biggest mistakes that people do to kill a relationship, they end up living their life through the other person and you end up smothering them or they're smothering you and it becomes too obsessive. There's your life, there's their life, and then there's our life. So and that's why you always feel like you're walking on eggshells because every time they say something or every time they do something, you're so affected by what they say or what they do, or vice versa. And that's not healthy. So to have a healthy relationship, again, you need to do your thing, you need to do you, they need to do them, and then there's the us part. That's a balanced relationship. And that's what's going to keep you from keeping your sanity as well. That's what I would do if I was president. You're welcome, Judy. Lori, the answer is yes, sweetheart. 100%. As a matter of fact, Lori, you say, will you marry and meet your future husband? I honestly believe that either your future husband is a twin or there's somebody, either he has a brother that looks identical to him or he has a best friend that looks identical to him, because I see a twin factor and connected with the fellow who I see you end up being with. Or he'll probably say twins run in his family, but I'm definitely seeing something very strongly connected with twins. Now for Aquarius, for all you aquarium type people out there, what to expect for the week. Raw, this is what I'm getting. Okay, so for the Aquarius people, start appreciating everything that you got going on in your life. Stop putting so much energy into what's not working right now for you. All right. I feel like the nicer you are with people, the kinder you are to people, the more people are going to start working in your favor. Things are going to start working in your favor. But don't be a bitch. All right. Learn to become more flexible with circumstances, with people. Be more patient. Try to be more approachable. And you're going to be really, really happy. You need to be grateful for everything that someone does for you. You need to be grateful for all the great things in your life and not bitch and complain for what isn't right in your life, because then you're just going to sabotage it. But through your kindness and patience, things are really going to start going your way and you're going to see. And when things are not going your way, you need to have like a I don't give a shit attitude. I mean, I'm not saying to stop caring, but you need to stop overly caring and learn to have like I don't give a shit. Like I care, but I don't give a shit. It is what it is. And then you're going to start seeing things going more your way. You're going to see I'm right. I'm telling you, you're going to see I'm right. All right, now here we go with the Pisces for all you pieces and pieces of Pisces out there. Let's see what we got for you. Pisces for the week. Well, you're not too weak. I think you're pretty strong. You're just sensitive, but you're pretty strong. All right. Ooh, the angel of patience. That's not good. Power. Ooh, I take that back. Patience is power. There's a purpose. Sisterhood, brotherhood, strength. Wow, very cool. So this is almost like Aquarius, but with Pisces, what I'm getting is what's going to give you power is your patience. I want you to I want you to stop being so overreactive with other people and situations because it's going to go in your favor. The more reactions that you're giving off to the people who are upsetting you, the more power to them and less power to you. The less information you share with other people and don't let them know exactly how you feel. I mean, you could speak in conversation and you could be nice to them, but if you overreact to what people are doing to you, or they're trying to push your buttons by you overreacting, you are so losing power. So you need to stop reacting so much, especially when people know how to push your buttons. You got to show that you're stronger than them by not responding so strongly. All right. You got to be the wise one. And then you have to decide, do I want this person or situation still in my life? That's what you need to decide. That's what I would do if I was president. For all you Aries out there, for all you airheads, Aries out there, let's see what the future holds for you in the March 21st, April 19th. For all you Aries out there, let's see what's going on for you for the week. Oh, wow, Mindy, really? I don't want to say cool to the fact that your son has autism, but that's amazing. See, like, even though I call these shots, it's like, wow, I'm amazed. I really am. I'm amazed. And I feel very grateful to my angels around me and to the Holy Spirit around me that's given me all these beautiful answers so I could share it with you. Very happy. So for all you Aries, when I say airheads, I was only kidding. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. There, I just lost half my audience. Only kidding. All right, so here we go. For all you Aries out there, wow, the patient card. Woo! This week is all about patience. And again, you know what? I'm saying the exact same thing for Aries as I am for what I said for Pisces. Patience and strength is the virtue here. And when somebody is pulling your strings, you need to be very resilient. You need to be very calm and cool, and you need to show no weakness. Don't show any weakness to anybody. All right? There's a reason for it. You're going to gain respect from other people around you that you really wanted that respect from them. You're going to gain respect by not overreacting and just being cool. Just be patient. But also know, by you being patient, you're going to get what you want towards the end of the week. It's not going to happen right away. And you're going to notice you're going to get what you want, or people are going to start changing their ways around you big time when you start acting like, I don't care. Or they know that you want something, they could give it to you, and you're saying, you could keep it if you want. I don't need it. So long as you're showing that you don't care, it's okay, even though you really want it. You're going to get it. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. You're going to get it. All right, let's see now. I'm going to look at a couple of the questions here. And then I'm going to go back to reading the The astrology signs. All right, the next one is Taurus, is what I'm going to read after that. So let me see. Where's my cards? Here it is. Oh, somebody who's watching right now. Frank Sinatra was a very big time thing with them. Big time. Because I keep hearing "Fly me to the moon, fly me to the moon, da 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 da, sing upon the stars. If I fall off the rocket, I will land on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. I'm making up all this for you." But yeah, so anyway, I am getting something huge in regards to Frank Sinatra. Somebody was a huge, big Frank Sinatra fan, so that's what I'm picking up. Let's see, what have I got right here right now? All right, Katie from Beechwood. Jeff and Walt Smith passed away. Sweetheart, you need to tell me the relationship. Not only do I need to know the names, I need to know how they're related. And if it was your child, if somebody's a child, I also need to know how old they were. Right. Let's see. John, my son, 9 years old, from Virginia, passed away December. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Stacy. Hmm. All right, Stacy. I'm seeing flags around. He 100% crossed out. He made it. He made it to the good side. He made it to the good side, Stacy. Happily, he made it to the good side. And for some reason, I feel like he had this thing. Was somebody in color guard or something, or was he big into July 4th or something with the American flag? I keep on seeing something with the American flag and the flags, or was this all about waving the flag for a parade or something? But I'm seeing something big time with the flags, and I'm also seeing like he's very jovial, very Mr. Happy Go Lucky, and I feel like he had a lot of strength towards the end of his life, and that I feel like he was stronger than you and stronger than other people around him. But he wants you to know, he says, "Mommy, I'm safe." And he says, "Don't be sorry for anything." And he says he doesn't want you to feel guilty. And there's something about baby powder. Baby powder seems to be a big thing for you in regards to like a knee jerk reaction of a memory with him whenever you smell anything like the linens. It's like when you smell the linens or something like that, or whether you're smelling his clothes. But I see you putting clothes or linens up to your face to smell him. And so he just wants you to know that. And he just said, "I'm always around you, Mom, and I love you with all my heart. I love you, I love you, I love you." Um, he knows you have like a little shrine for him also. Um, and he's acknowledging a tattoo on behalf of him as well. And he says, "Mommy, there's nothing to be afraid of over here." And I also feel now, is there a Rose on the other side? Is there someone by the name of Rose? I feel like he's with somebody by the name of Rose, whether it be a first name or a middle name, but somebody by the name of Rose is on the other side. That was my grandmother's name, but I know it's not my grandmother, it's somebody else, but I know my grandmother's always around me. So, Joanne, you wanted me to connect with your dad who has dementia, but you never gave me his name, sweetheart. I need the name, I need the relationship, and if there's also a child, I need to know how old. Now, if I'm saying things that even though it's not your question, it's somebody else's question, but you can relate to it, then yes, this message is also for you. And I also know right now, there's somebody who's watching right now that you're wearing their ring. I know for a fact you got their ring, and I also know there's somebody else who has their ashes. You keep their ashes around you as a necklace all the time, and your loved one is letting you know that as well. Roseanne, your grandmother name was Rose. There you go, sweetheart. Yep, she sends her love to you. So just be careful. Like I said, please just be careful of anyone who is wanting to who are scammers, who are saying that they're a part of the show but they're not. And just be careful. People are going to try to read you, and they're not with my show. They're going to try to they won't talk to you. They'll only message you. But if it's really me, you could hear my voice and we could do FaceTime if you want. So 732-778-7173. And or you could check out Artie Hoffman at Gmail, or you can go to Messenger, Artie Hoffman, or my Instagram, Artie Hoffman, to get a hold of me. So I said to you that if you share, oh, Lydia, you're wearing your mom's ring. Cool beans. So I said to you, what did I say? If you share my Facebook Live with your friends or anybody, your name gets entered into a drawing, and my lovely assistant Alona is going to pick out a name, and you win a free half-hour reading. But you got to reach me. You have to reach me. This is the new law. You have to reach me within 1 week's time. That's it. After a week, it's off. You forfeited your free reading. And the free reading for this week is Heather Rains. So congratulations, Heather Rains. You won a free half-hour reading because your name was picked by my lovely assistant, Alona. My Sharona. Ba-da-da-da. All right. Let's see if I can reach your dad, Elio Rosalinda. Elio. Did he? I feel like he was a very smart person, or did he always used to play checkers and chess? Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that he was also very methodical, or did he read lots of books? Because I see him thinking a lot, and I see him like, how can we do this? And either he was like a troubleshooter, or he knew how to fix things, or like I said, it's like I see him like at a checkerboard or a chessboard. And I'm also getting, did he also used to wear flannel shirts, because it's also representing checkers as well. So, oh yes. Oh, very cool. Well, anyway, he sends his love to you, sweetheart. And he said, so you know it's even him even more so. Somebody keeps on complaining about their hair. Were you just complaining that there's like, were you noticing like some kind of silver streaks in your hair, or did you just color your hair, or did you just get highlights? But there's something with the hair, and there's like a concern with the color of the hair, or a thinning out of the hair or something. So he's mentioning that also as well. Lisa, trying to get in on my show. Damn you, girl. Watch out for Lisa, everybody. I would not trust her. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Oh, he didn't read books, but he was. But how did I connect with him, though, Rosalita? You said yes. On what? So I don't know. I really don't know when you say yes. All right. So what I'm going to do is right now, I am going to check out the astrology signs. So right now, I am going to check out the astrology signs, and I'm going to Taurus. So all you Taurus, so you know what to look for the week. I like what I see already. Awesome. So for all you Taurus people, this is a week of all about being playful, being asking your brothers or sisters to go out, get together with them, call them. If you haven't reached out to somebody who you haven't spoken to in a really long time, someone who you really appreciate, this is the week to do it. And also, just don't do the same old. Like if you always went to the movies with them, or if you always went to the same place, try to be a little creative on what you're doing with the person who you need to get a hold of, somebody who you haven't spoken to in a while, or, but I'm getting like you get in a routine. You're just doing the same old stuff. And you need to break out of that. Maybe you should go to a comedy club, or go out and listen to music like you used to back in the day, because I feel like you stopped doing the things that you used to do. For all you Taurus people, and you need to be like a little more creative. And Stop taking life so seriously. Try to be more playful and stop always talking about shop. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so now we are going to the Geminis for all you Geminians out there. What to expect for the week for all you Gemini people? I know about 4 Geminis right off the top of my head. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and Larry. All right, here we go. For all you Geminis out there. Wow, this is really cool. Gemini, wow. Press your luck this week, Gemini, because things are really going to go your way. So, whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve, or whatever it is you're hoping to create, or this is a good week, like to start new opportunities, or if you want to take a risk with any sorts of gambling, I feel like Lady Luck is on your side or beginner's luck is on your side, but I'm getting risk, abundance, and dreams come true, and just have faith. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there because I feel like this is a really good week for things to happen for you. And that's Gemini. Wow. I wish that for everybody. I wish I had that one. Maybe I will because right now we're doing cancers and that's what I am. I'm a Cancerian. July 4th, baby. July 4th all the way. So let me know. Hello, Amanda. Let me know. Let's see. Janice, inbox with me. Your zodiac sign for your reading. Be careful. Be careful. Inbox with me. Your zodiac sign for the. Be careful for anyone who's trying to read you through my show. I wouldn't trust them with a 10-foot pole. So be careful. Be careful. Be careful. And there are people who are going to use my profile saying that they're me. If it's really me, you could verbally talk to me. The fakes, they will not verbally talk to you. So just be careful. Alona, please erase Amanda right now from the show. Alona, take off Amanda right now. So for all you Cancerians for the week, power, surrender. All right, great. So what I'm getting is this is a week for all us Cancerians. Don't stress out. Don't worry about outcomes. Don't worry about anything. Just keep on you doing you, and everything's going to work out. The more you stress out, the more you fear, the more you worry, the more things are going to work against you. So just don't stress out about anything. Just put your intentions out there and just know that everything's going to work out because guess what? It is. Hold on just a second. I just got to send a message out right now. Give me 2 seconds. I apologize. I have to do this. All righty. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Now for Leos. Leo. I'm going to take care of the Leos right now for the week. Judy, don't be afraid to ask people for help to help you out. If your car died, then you're going to have to go to Uber or ask friends for a ride or do whatever. This is a time where you can't be afraid to ask people for help. Okay. Just to help create balance. Don't think you could do it all on your own because you can't. You're too overwhelmed. So if anybody is in a position to help you out, do not be afraid to ask other people for help. So here we go for the Leos for the week. This is what you could expect for the week. So here we go again for all you for someone who's pretending to be Joe Foreign is again, be careful of this moron who's saying to reach out for a reading. So hopefully you guys don't fall for this. And give me a second because this person is being a jackass. Oh, okay. Alona also banned Joe Foreign, Biella, whatever, whatever. And you could tell which is which. So I apologize for the delay and the screw up because we have somebody who's being very disrespectful, trying to get readings from people. And I wouldn't trust them with a 10-foot pole, and they're going to try to take advantage of you. All right. So for all you Leos out there, wow, this is a good week for you to be committed. I don't mean to the insane asylum, but for you to be committed to projects, be committed to yourself. Start treating yourself better. The way you look, all right, is very important. Make sure you dress really well to make yourself feel good. Don't be afraid to compliment other people. Try to make yourself more approachable. That's what I'm getting for the Leos. When you are putting yourself out there to try to be more approachable, more friendly, be more committed to relationships, be more committed to taking care of projects. Things are really going to start going your way, but you got to keep that high positive attitude, and things are really going to go your way. Things going to be very harmonious. Don't live this week. Excuse me. Don't live this week with a poo poo caca attitude because things are going to blow up in your face. Thanks. I just have to finish off the astrology signs, Alona, before I call it quits. So let's see. Here we go. For the Virgos, for the week. Let's see. This is what we get. Virgos for the week. And if anybody wishes to get a private reading from myself, and I'm going to be at a Bella's hair salon this Wednesday. I only have 2 spots open in Ocean City, and I'm going to be there this Wednesday. If you want a personal private reading in Woodbridge, that's where I live, or if you want a phone reading, I'm just as accurate over the phone as I am in person. Give me a call at 732-778-7173, or you could email me, Artie Hoffman at Gmail, or my messenger through Messenger, Artie Hoffman, or my Instagram, Artie Hoffman. So for the Virgos, what I'm getting, there's somebody there. I feel like somebody is pushing your buttons this week. You need to stop reacting to other people and how they're affecting you in a negative way. I feel like you're allowing somebody to get the best of you, and you need to relax and chill out. Okay. I feel like you're going to overcome someone who's trying to get the best of you. I feel like your positive energy, by putting positive energy and strength into accomplishing your goal, you are going to achieve that. Okay. But you can't allow other people to take you down. Otherwise, they will if you let them. So you got to put more energy into yourself and believe in yourself more and not give more energy into negative energy. That's actually a pretty good post. Don't put your positive energy into negative energy. That's the Virgos. Now I'm going to do the Libras. All right. We got 3 more to go. The Libras. Yes, the Libras. Oh, also somebody who's watching right now. One of their favorite artists is Elton John. I'm getting Elton John. Either you were playing Elton John all day today on their behalf, or Elton John was their favorite. Yes, Michelle, I already did Cancer. And it's a good week for us too. So Elton John is a big thing for somebody who's watching right now, or that was your loved one's favorite song. Because I'm also hearing the song Harmony. Harmony was also one of their favorite songs. So for all you Libras out there, this is a week to have a carefree week. This is a week to be more on vacation, playful, go with the flow, let things roll off of you. This is a good week to do things with your friends and family, but this isn't a week where I clearly see you having to work. Just don't make it all about work. You definitely have to add a lot more playtime and personal time for yourself and with friends and family. That's what I'm getting for the Libras, and you're going to be very happy. I feel like you need to refuel yourself because I feel like you've really been pushing yourself to the edge. So right now we are doing Scorpios. We're doing Scorpio. Nancy, I did most of the zodiacs. I just have right now Scorpio and Sagittarius to go. And if you missed it, you could always re-listen to the program. So not a big deal. It's all good, baby. For let's see, Scorpios. All right, so you're allowing something to really get the best of you. I feel like you're holding on to grudges. Scorpios, you're holding on to grudges too much. And I'm getting that you need to be more flexible. And by you, again, I said this earlier today, by you not caring so much about petty things or how you're giving too much credence to someone who does not deserve your attention, um, you need to release it. You need just to let the crap go. All right. It's like you're giving someone or negative energy way too much of your energy. And I feel like you just need to chill out and be more flexible with situations. Things might not always go your way, and that's normal, that's life. But I really feel like the more you have with the go with the flow attitude and start to shed off skin with people of negative energy or situations that no longer fit in your life. If you could do that this week, oh my God, your eyes are gonna open up and you're gonna think, what the hell was I doing? Why was I worried so much about them? Why was I going crazy over just a little nothing? I just want everyone to know that in a few minutes. All right, I'm going to be on the show just for a few more minutes, but I am going to say a special prayer for everyone who's watching right now. This is a prayer that I say every single day that I'm going to share with you. It's a very powerful prayer of prosperity, of love, of protection. So bear with me because you and your family members are going to get blessed so long as you stay on towards the end, and we're almost there. So right now, last but not least, we have the Sagittarians. All right, we got the Sagittarians right now. Sagittarians. For the week. Okay. All right, for Sagittarians, this is a week where you need to be responsible. You need to take the ball in your hands and to take control, but you also need to you also need to delegate. All right. I feel like you need to be creative in your ways. Don't be afraid of the barter system because that helps a lot. So by you bartering, with other people, or I'll tell you what, if you do this for me, I'll do that for you. So, but if it means to get other people off their ass, to get them to do what you want them to do, then barter, then be a little creative. Um, I don't want to use the word manipulation, but you understand what I'm saying. But I also feel like by you allowing yourself to get other people involved in your project or what you're trying to get involved with. And like I said, don't be afraid to say, well, if you do this, then I'll do that for you. Do a little barter system or do something to help get people more involved in what it is that you're trying to accomplish. But this is a week where you need to focus for all you Sagittarians. You need to focus to get things done. All right. You need to be responsible. Because if you're just going to sit there and wait for other people to pull through without your energy, guess what? It ain't happening. So you're just going to have to ride their tail a little bit, put a little fire under their ass to get things done. And that's your message for the week, all you Sages. So I am going to see what have we got right here right now. Way to go, Christina. Let's see, Patricia, do I see you getting a house on your own? You're welcome, Judy. Do I see you getting a house on your own? I do see you getting a house on your own, but I feel like you are going to get the house, but and the angels are very enthusiastic, but I feel like you're going to have to be a little creative in the way that you're financing and the way that you're doing things. If you're not going to get the full financing from the bank, ask the person who you are purchasing from if they're able to maybe finance a part of it to help you get things through. But I feel like by being a little creative in the ways that need to get done, I feel like you're not going to be able to do it just black and white. You're not. But I do feel like you're going to need to get a little assistance, but it is going to work out. Oh, thank you very much, Esther. You're amazing too. Mwah, mwah. To all of you. Mwah, mwah. Let's see. Seeing the number 1111 around me, even coming out in the lottery, seeing it when I had the feeling I should have played it, but I didn't. Damn, I wish I played that sucker too. 111. When you see 111, hey John, what's going on, dude? John, just make sure you're on an extremely healthy diet. All right. Diet is a game changer, being on a healthy diet. If you're still not feeling right and you feel like you're eating pretty good, then I want you to research your blood type and eat according to your blood type, because with all different blood types, there's different diets. So I do see you definitely capable of getting much better. It's funny. One of my friends sent her husband a get well card. She says, not that he was sick. I just felt like he can get better. I thought that was funny. So I thought I'd share it with you. So here's the, so with 111, so I said to you before with the 111, when you see 111, that is God and the universe taking a picture of your thoughts. So whatever it is, when you see 111, just say thank you for and think about whatever it is you want to experience, because that's what 111 is all about. 111 is about manifesting your dreams into reality. If you're thinking negative thoughts, then guess what? The universe is taking a camera shot of that too, and your negative thoughts are going to start manifesting itself. So as soon as you see 111, if you see yourself thinking negative, all right, just say thank you, thank you, thank you, and start thinking of positive thoughts of whatever it is you want to experience. And always give your positive thoughts and your blessings or your thankfulness to God for whatever it is you want. 111 is a very, very powerful time of the day. It really is, especially if you can catch it on January 11th or November 11th or November 1st or January 1st. 111s on the 111 days, very powerful. All righty. So here's my prayers for all of you. What I say every day, I call upon all my loving guardian angels. I thank you for intervening into my life today, as well as everyone who's watching. Thank you for all your beautiful blessings and miracles. We graciously accept all your gifts without any guilt, but with happiness and an appreciation in our heart and soul. Thank you for helping create harmony, peace, and balance in our life. And thank you for all the beautiful white light, love, and protection over myself, my daughter, all my helpers, my close friends, my family members, and everyone who's watching and their family members. Thank you very much for the beautiful white light of love watching over everyone's highest good. In the name of the Holy Spirit, Amen. I know that this is working because as I'm saying this right now, my hands are warming up. And it would not surprise me for one moment if you start feeling heat on your body, if your hands start warming up now, or your body or your chest is warming up. I'm telling you, I got the power. I'm telling you, I'm sending you that beautiful white light of love from the Holy Spirit. It's His energy, it's His beautiful work upon your life. Just believe. Think positive and believe, and you're going to start seeing things manifest in your way. I love you guys. You're the best. Again, don't be afraid to reach out to me if you'd like to connect to a loved one with details, if your heart needs healing, or if you need answers for yourself. It could be on any topic. I'm telling you, my angels are strong and they're precise. You guys are the best. I love you. Oh, so my number is 732-778-7173. And you can reach out to me, Artie Hoffman at Gmail. Check out my website, artiehoffman.com, and check out my messenger. You guys are the best. Mwah! I love you guys. You take care. Have a good night. Okay. Take care.